When you went to New York was 6-7 years ago now?
6 years.
6 years ago.
I'm in my 6th year of remission, clean completely. Feels like I've come back from therapy, from rehab or something. The way I'm saying clean, but yeah, completely clean.
Yeah.
And I'm in my 6th year. It's beautiful.
Congratulations. You have, I know, since then visited hospitals, centers in India.
Yeah.
Are you amazed? Are you happy with the kind of progress we have made for the kind of treatments we can offer now in India, which were perhaps not around 6 years ago, which required
Can
you
I
to have
tell
to
you a
travel?
beautiful part of this
Please
journey?
do.
You know, winter in New York is definitely
Yeah. Something we're not used
You know
to.
what?
Yeah.
No, forget that. The smile is frozen. You're trying to smile, it's frozen. It was like, and the aches and pains just become multifold. I don't know how people do it in cold countries. I know why they are tougher than us in the tropics, because that it's really a tougher life. But anyway, I was missing home, missing child, and all of that. And I had been through a certain part of my treatment. And then my doctor said that we need to take a break
Yeah.
and then go into the next part of it. Okay, so I had 3 months of break. He told my husband to just take her home. She's really missing, and this cold is not really doing anything. And I'm like, yeah, 3 months, we'll come back for it. And then I had a rock star of a surgeon. He's literally the rock star, amazing surgeon. And, he told him that she's amazing. The way she has been recovering for this thing. She's amazing. And, I have worked with this doctor who can handle this. Why don't you check him out over there when you have to do for the next stage? Just check him out. You're most welcome to come back. He's telling me this. He says, I've worked with him. He gives me a doctor's number who's in Kokilaben, right next to, near my house in Mumbai. And so while Goldie was doing up and down, he goes there with our family doctor. He meets the doctor. Then he says, I need to meet you a couple of times more. So he sits and he interviews the doctor, spends time with him. And then he tells me, I'm comfortable with him. I feel confident about him. So he brings me back because he's confident about this doctor. And so we did my scans and whatever in those 3 months, what was needed. And I needed to go in for another surgery. My second surgery I needed to go through. So at that time, we were planning to go back for my second surgery. But by then, we were comfortable with this doctor. And my doctor over there tells me that if you're comfortable with him, why are you coming back? Your dog is there, your support system is there, he'll deal. And we said, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So I did that part of my treatment here. So the second surgery and radiation, I was going to do here. But the beautiful part of it was that after my second surgery, I did not need radiation. We did the scans, we looked for it, and they were like, you don't need it. Yeah, it's not there. Are you sure? I'm like, should we do it for safety? No, you don't need to. And every time my reports, this doctor from here would send it to my doctor there. They both were talking. It was all like that. Again, like I keep saying, I think what has happened with this illness is it's just shown me that humanity is so beautiful and human beings can be so loving. I mean, while there are stories of doctors and how they fleece, and I'm sure they're true also, but I met a doctor who's actually sent me back and said that do it in your country. Why are you doing this here?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was my experience with the doctors here. Having said that, in the last few years, I've been part of many organizations that I work with, and I don't want to kind of talk about what those are, but I also have been working with the biotech department of the government, and where there are a lot of doctors and scientists and innovators that they're working, and the Ministry of Ayush.
Yes.
They're all in it together with the cabinet secretaries. And I was like, why are you calling me? I mean, I don't know anything. I don't understand this language. And they said, no, we want a survivor's feedback. And we wanted, and they were tying up with the US government and the Indian government were doing certain tie-ups. So they said that you've had your treatment there. You've had your treatment here. So we just want a voice of a person. We are all who haven't gone through it. You've gone through it. So we just want to hear what you're saying. So I was very happy that they were doing that. And that was an eye-opener for me. Your innovations are coming from our country. The kind of innovations for the cost of treatment that's happening, it's happening here.
Yeah.
And I cannot tell you the wonderful stuff that's happening here. And, even because when I sat with that Ministry of Ayush people and the integration, so they were like, you did naturopathy. So how do we heal? How do we holistically? So, what happens is that you need them to be tied in together. Because you need your naturopath to understand, because you don't want to take something that is going to work against the medicine and disrupt it. So that working. So how do you build that bridges? And they were all sitting there and asking me that, and we are working towards it. It's going to take time, but it's amazing to know that this progress is
possible.
happening.
Because, not everyone, most people would not be able to go to a New York and stay there for 6 months.
Absolutely. And you don't need
wildly
to.
expensive. Yeah. So to have the confidence that in India that, a similar level of treatment could be available, which is not just the treatment, but also the bedside manner, the
Bedside
way
manner
patients
can
are
get better.
treated.
Also because we're just so many of us. And everybody is, like, you can't blame them. They're
The lines,
they're
the
just
waiting,
afraid,
the-
the working, they're afraid, So how much your bedside manner is going to get affected when you've been on the rounds for 24 hours, 48 hours, it is going to get affected. But having said that, there are, the Indian doctors are so amazing, because there is only this much money and there are so many patients. So what happens is that they are innovating. And when they're innovating, they've got so many new ways of treating breast cancer that is so much more cheaper, and it stops it from coming, and as they keep working, because they're working with people constantly, this is something that they're writing the papers, and this is all, it's just happening. And so what I feel is that there's so many newer things, so many, startups and inventions and research that is
Innovation,
happening out of Pune, out of Chennai, out of Bangalore. Amazing stuff that is coming out. And whatever it is, I feel it is here.
Yeah.
This is, I'm sure there must be some, I don't know about a cure, but just the fact that if the treatment gets easier and if the conversation is there, if you can start detecting it earlier, and if you have a treatment which is not going to make you sell your house, then it's a doable thing. And I think we will get there.